Hello. So you clicked on this video because you wanted to see a chocolate milk tutorial, and so that's what I'm here for. I am here to show you how to make some epic chalky milk. So let's get into it. The materials you're going to need are styrofoam 2. You're going to need some acetone, and this is just from nail polish remover. I don't know if nail polish remover and acetone are the same thing. This says it is 96% acetone, so let's hope that works. You can also use gasoline, I'm pretty sure. And then you want a stick for mixing, and you also obviously need a cup. But you don't want to learn how to make normal milk, and that's the normal milk recipe. You want to learn how to make chalky milk. And if you want to learn how to make some epic chalky milk, keep watching the video to where I show you the secret ingredient, my brown powder. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Take it from me, guys. Never play with your own supplies, because this acetone, it smells so good. And I could I could sniff this forever, but I don't think that's that safe. But you know, if you want to check if it's real acetone, just give it a smell. Oh, if it smells volatile, you're good. I don't think volatile is the correct wording. Volatile means flammable, because I take chemistry and I know what that means. Oh, okay, car. That's good stuff. Alright, first step for your chalky milk, you're going to want to pour some acetone into your beverage holder. So you don't actually need that much. That's about as much acetone as you need. And make sure that you're using a glass or what's it called, metal cup. Because if you use plastic, bad things could happen. You could get a million years of bad luck. So use glass, okay, or metal. And then all you got to do now is place your styrofoam 2 into the acetone and watch the ASMR commence. Does this not fit? Okay, 1 second. Alright, so I just broke the styrofoam into little pieces, and you can just drop them in, and I'll show you the dissolving. Actually, I can't even see what the camera looks like. Let's see this. Let's see it dissolve. If it fits. Look at that. Look at that beautiful dissolution right there. Go faster though. Okay, I'll just learn how to edit videos and then I'll speed this up. Look at that. Oh, it's going. I'm just gonna pour more acetone in. This is where I'd put in some NCS music so then it's more satisfying. And I'm pretty sure this is safe to touch with your hands because acetone is nail polish remover. And if you put oh, that scared me. This is the one I put in earlier here. See that? It's a little green. No, you can't see that. But it was wet and I thought my hand would just melt off. So what the reaction I believe is going on is, or at least I used to believe, so don't quote me on this. I'm not entirely qualified as a chemist, but I do take summer school basic chemistry for high school. And I thought, so basically ionic compounds dissolve in covalent compounds because they surround like the electrons or whatever and then pull apart the thing, and then it's just basically ionic compounds dissolve in covalent. I don't want to explain. But I did some research on this, and actually what happens is when you're putting styrofoam and acetone, the reaction that happens is that all the air in the styrofoam leaves around the pure plastic in the styrofoam, because styrofoam is actually more than like 90% air, so you're just getting rid of the air and then it becomes a scoop, which is going to be my milk. And this is going to take a while, so I'm going to cut till I see something more ASMR. Alright, let's see some acetone poured directly on top of some styrofoam. Look at that. Oh, it's going quickly now. Ooh. I think my milk is a little green. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, so to clarify more on what I was talking about, this is supposedly a physical change and not a chemical change, as only the air inside the styrofoam is leaving. So the styrofoam stays the same, it just has a higher density because the air is gone, which is crazy. Because usually if you see something dissolve, you're like, no way, that's becoming a whole new thing. It's mixing with acetone. But the styrofoam is just plastic mixed with air. So the plastic and the air are just different, but they're not actually connected into one thing. So this is just plastic, and the plastic is becoming a goop because it's changing state because there's no air in between it. But yeah, it's a physical change, which I think is insane. That's so cool. But yeah, I'm just gonna, where's my stick? I'm gonna finish this off. I'm gonna mix it in so it's all one goop, and then I'll show you guys my mint chocolate chip milk. Let's see this. I'll just pick up my camera, actually. Yo, I'm so smart. Look at me. Science. So, yeah. Here's how it's dissolved. Oh, man. That is some chunky milk. That chunky milk. Oh, I can't wait to drink that. Alright, so the final step is to, or the final ingredient. You see, my dogs come to this dirt patch a lot, so that's why there's wet stains. But you want to get some of this brown powder that's all over the ground. And this is what's going to make it chalky milk. So here's the secret ingredient to my chalky milk recipe. Okay, this brown powder substance that you see everywhere. You just drop it in, and then you mix well. You mix until it has the consistency of like curds, I think. Oh yeah, look at that. You see some really good milk in there. Ooh. It's going to have a little bit of, pulp? It's going to have the pulp in it still, but if you put it through like a strainer, it should be fine. Oh, that feels nice. Honestly, this is so satisfying to poke at. I'm scared to touch it with my hands. I know it's nail polish remover, so you put it on your hands, that means it's safe, but it just dissolved something in front of my eyes, so I don't know. Yeah. Alright. So that was my chalky milk tutorial. Now some final statements. Basically, I just had to look it up. I didn't look it up. I knew. I just, Okay. So ionic compounds dissolve in covalent compounds because ionic compounds are polar, which means they have a high electronegativity between the two atoms combined, compounded. So like one atom might have a lot of electron pull while the other one has less pull of electrons. The pull of electrons to one atom is electronegativity. So what happens is then they become polar, and then it takes a lot of energy to separate them. But what happens is when the covalent compounds, or when it drops into a liquid that's covalent, like water, right? Or like, I don't know if water is covalent, but something like that, like a covalent liquid, the liquid like surrounds it and then pulls it apart because covalent is nonpolar. And then it ends up leaving some electrons out, and that's why when you dissolve a ionic compound in a covalent compound, it becomes, it conducts electricity better. It gives off electrolytes. So I don't know if that's actually true, but I'm pretty sure it is. Secondly, don't actually do this at home, and do not drink the chocolate milk. You will actually die, and I would be sued or sad. Just please don't do it. This is a disclaimer. This is all a joke. That is just dissolving styrofoam, and I figured out that's a physical change because it gets rid of the air, and not a chemical change. It's not becoming one solvent, it's becoming a ball of plastic, and then there's some acetone like mixed around in it, but they're two different things. They're not actually mixed together, they're not compounded. So that's cool, physical change. Yeah, this was my dissolving styrofoam in acetone lab. I hope you like chalky milk, and please like and subscribe.